All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Slakia, a great millstone. And much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. It's the brother Azariah here with the Pittsburgh GMS camp. And want to go over Daniel 7, I don't want to desire this is a edifying lesson. There's still a lot to learn about Daniel 7. You need to watch some of the brothers' videos. More research to do, because I believe one of the brothers, GMS Lions, he did a 4-part or more series on the 4 beasts of Daniel 7. And he mentioned about Nebuchadnezzar and Nebuchadnezzar, and there's a lot of things I didn't quite understand. So I'm just gonna go from the perspective of what leads me to believe what the elders and the brothers have said about this particular breakdown. So anyway, I'm gonna just go into it. So Daniel 7 and 3 and 4. Well, I started 1. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in a vision by night, and behold, the 4 winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea, and the 4 beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given unto it. And when you look at, let's see here. So when you look up the first beast, like a lion. Let's see here. Okay, and then you get some images. So you see images, people drew and put together and stuff like that. And the first beast is Babylon. You look right here. It represents the Neo-Babylonian Empire, is what the first beast represents. Now, we're not just going to leave it at this. We're going to try to see why people say that it's Babylon. Let's look at this image. Babylonian Empire, Nebuchadnezzar. So lucky I got this fan on. Let me move it. Go out of the way. All right. Now I got something pulled up here that I want to look at. See, because Daniel 2 and Daniel 7 go together. See, Babylon. Okay, so we'll read Daniel 2 to show you the golden head, just to link it all together. So Daniel 2 and 31. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. All right. Salakia, thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and brake them to pieces. That stone is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, and the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floor. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, because Yahweh Shai is going to be at the top of the mountain. The mountain representing the kingdom the rulership of Israel when he establishes the kingdom on the earth after he takes down the kingdoms of this world, and that mountain filled the whole earth. This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou, O king, art a king of kings, for the God of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power and strength and glory. Power and strength and glory. And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven, he given into thine hand, and have made thee ruler over them all. Thou art this head of gold. All right. So who's he talking to? And in the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams. So this is the interpretation of Nebuchadnezzar's dreams. And what he said that Nebuchadnezzar was that head. Thou, O king, thou art this head of gold. See? So that's why when you see this picture, it's showing the head of gold. It's showing the lion. And then when it got raised up, it shows the head of Nebuchadnezzar on the lion. But let's just go get some images. So in Babylon, they had this thing called Lamassu, that these deities that they had around there, they were very popular. 5-legged Lamassu with lion's feet. See the wings on it? See the head? Looks like Nebuchadnezzar's head, don't it? At least the one they depicted right there. Boom. And like I said, the brother went into the spirit. The brother, GMS Lions Den, went into the spiritual aspects of why it said it was given a man's heart, And but in the scriptures, you also know that the word heart means la'ab, which also means mind, So it could kind of go with how it ended up getting that head on it. It was given the mind of a man, But the brother had a good explanation. Like I said, I would have to go. Well, I didn't say this yet. I said it in another video because it's like my third time trying to make this video. But, I would have to try to watch this video again and to understand it more about the spiritual reasons of why it said it was given a man's heart. But but if you can see here, the body of a lion, the wings of an eagle, the head of a man, This represents Babylon, the Babylonian kingdom, the Neo-Babylonian kingdom. See, Lamassu, body of a lion, And sometimes they use the bull's body. But lions were very, very popular. Now, let me get back to Wikipedia. Yeah, I was going through reading a bunch of stuff. Salakia, trying to find... Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought it was going to open up in a new window. Come on now, go back. All right. So, yeah, Lamassu. All right. So I searched for the word Babylon on this page. And then you read here, the Lamassu is a celestial being from ancient Mesopotamian religion, bearing a human head, bull's body, sometimes the horns and ears of a bull and wings. But see, it also had lion's body too, 5-legged Lamassu with lion's feet, The Lamassu and Shedu were household protective spirits of the common Babylonian people, becoming associated later as royal protectors and were placed as sentinels at entrances. The Akkadians associated the god whatever with Lamassu, whatever that is, and the god Isum with the Shedu to protect houses. The Lamassu were engraved in clay tablets, which were then buried under the door's threshold. They were often placed as a pair at the entrances of palaces. At the entrance of cities, they were sculpted in colossal size and placed as a pair, one at each side of the door of the city, that generally had doors in the surrounding wall, each one looking towards one of the cardinal points. The ancient Jewish people were influenced by the iconography of Assyrian culture. Ezekiel wrote about a fantastic being made up of aspects of a human being, a lion, an eagle, and a bull later. And yeah. But anyway, so when you look at the first beast, this is what it represents. It represents the Babylonian Empire, you know, and the scripture that ties in with that is Daniel 2, where it says that where it says that Nebuchadnezzar was that head of gold, you know, because this is a prophecy. This is a prophetic dream that he had of that statue. Because when you talk about the particular part right here, it says that upon his feet that were of iron and clay, the feet were made out of iron and clay, which means it was a mixed type of kingdom. You know, let's look at it here. Salakia. Image's head was gold, his breast was silver, his belly and thighs of brass, and his legs of iron. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 4 beasts. Now, when you look at 4 parts of the statue, and there's 4 beasts, you see? And behold, another beast, a second like to a bear, and it raised itself up on the side. So that's the second beast. Behold, another like a leopard, that's the third beast. And behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible. Now, when you look at this 4th beast, it was a beast that had 10 horns. And then there came up among them another little horn. See? So when you go into Daniel 2 and it starts to talk about the his feet part of iron and part of clay, you see how it says iron. This represents the Roman Empire. We'll get into that. You know, I'm just going to do parts 1 through 4, but notice how it says it was the last part was part of iron and part of clay. See, because that horn that sprang up came out of that last beast. See, matter of fact, look what it says about the 4th beast. After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces. So here's that iron represented again, you know, and it had 10 horns. And then when you go, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things, you know. So that horn springing up represents this part that was of iron and part clay, because it sprung up out of the Roman Empire, but it wasn't. It's like the revised. It's mixed with different. This place that is talking about is mixed with the Roman Empire and other empires, which is why it's part of iron and part of clay. But anyway, just want to show how Daniel 7 and Daniel 2 link together. You know, give you some visual representations of what that first beast is and what it's talking about. You know, the Lamassu. You know, Babylonian Lamassu pillar. See? With the lion feet. Now sometimes it has the bull, but it still got the wings. You know, that's that same one from earlier. It goes a bull one. It goes another lion one. See, lion's claws. See the individual claws. This one has bull's feet, and that one has lion's claws. The Lamassus. This one has bull's feet, but still. It's the same type of deity, you know. And there were also lions engraved in the wall. This is just a picture, you know. But yeah, this represents Babylon. Trying to see if I can find something else. Babylonian Lamassu pillar. See. So yeah, just showing you some of this stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep reading up on it. If there's anything else I need to add to this particular portion, I'll go into it. Also, let's see, ancient lion of Babylon. You know, lions were important in Babylon's imagery. That's why sometimes it had the body. This is at Ishtar Gate. The one with dragons is not featured in the preview. You know, lions on the Babylonian Ishtar Gate. So yeah, that first beast represents Babylon. You know, that's why when you see here, it says that the Lamassu and Shedu were household protective spirits of the common Babylonian people, becoming associated later. It replaces sentinels. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They were household protective spirits, you know, and they appear frequently in Mesopotamian art. You know, Babylonian, Assyrian, you know, Neo-Babylonian. But when you link it up with Daniel 2, it can't be talking about nobody but Nebuchadnezzar, because it links together with the four parts of the statue. The four beasts, four parts of the statue, with the fourth part branching off into technically a fifth part with that little horn popping up. But anyway, you know, this is definitely some steak. You know, I'm still chewing on it, but you know, hey, I'll gain more knowledge on this, you know, and be able to expound upon this a little further. But yeah, hopefully this lesson was edifying. You know, like I said, I'm gonna come back with another one, Lord willing. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. And much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. With that, I'll say shalom.